Hi there. So last week I shared with you how Chilitsi, a nice high baritone, wonderful singer, uses his warm-up routine to get himself ready for singing. Today I want to share Catherine's warm-up routine, and if you want to hear more of her story, you can jump over to my other channel, Find Your Voice, the link is below, and watch a video with her where she goes more into depth about how she became a singer and how she really got into it. I hope you enjoyed this video.
And why do you change the vowels?
I like starting with the za because I feel like it just kind of gets the sound out, and then the consonant. Yeah, it just kind of feels good. And then I like changing the vowels just to kind of form them. And the higher I go, then I'll usually just go to ah. But when I'm lower, it just I like forming the vowels, and then I think that helps me later in the singing just to really focus on the vowel sounds, because I know that when I do sing. I have the tendency to just focus on the consonants and then I chop my vowels. So in the warm-ups, if I can at least kind of get my mind thinking about vowels, it helps me.
Yeah,
later.
Because the nice long vowels will really help you have a better placement of the voice. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you start on the low end, and then you go to the middle.
Yeah, and then just kind of slowly. And then I like to, if I'm at school all day, I like to start lower in the morning just to get it going, and then I'll try to do little spurts throughout the day, warming up, and then I'll just go higher.
I think that's great because I think, I always tell all my students, practice often, not long. Yeah. You learn so much better if you just do a lot of times, just a lot of repetition, but just not for a really long time so you don't get tired.
I did that, I think it was my freshman year. I practiced for 2-3 hours straight once, and I was burnt out. And then the rest of the week, my voice was just shot. So I learned the hard way, but
I think as a singer you have to really learn how to be smart about utilizing your time. Tell everyone how you can do something for your singing without actually singing out. How do you what do you do?
I do
when
a
you
lot
don't
of
sing
score
out?
Studying as well, and just listening or even recording my lessons is really big, because then you can hear what you're doing and you can go back and fix the mistakes and really just hear it, and then you have that in your mind, the sound.
Right, because I think, a lot of work is, you can't sing out for hours. A pianist can play really for many hours, but as a singer, it's just very delicate. Yeah. Your vocal cords are very delicate, and you can't really sing for hours and hours every day. And so I always tell everyone, you just have to be smart, and there's many ways you can practice without actually having to sing out. Or marking.
Yes.
Can you talk about marking? What's marking?
Marking is really when, if the song has notes that are higher, and you don't want to keep singing high B's or high D's over and over and over again. And so when you get to that part, you just, kind of cut it out a little bit, and but
just
do
sing
the
an
lower
octave
stuff.
lower.
Yeah, or just.
And I think it's an art, really to know how to mark, really, and still everyone knows
that's
what
something
you're doing.
I have to work on, because I know.
But it saves your life as a performer, because when you do hours of rehearsal, there's no way you can just sing out all the time, full out. Okay, so let's move up a little. It's really interesting because as a soprano, when you're a high soprano, you always want to go, of course, toward the limit.
Right.
And a lot of people always think, oh, it has to sound pretty, and I always tell everyone, you have to practice until it doesn't sound pretty anymore. Yeah. So you got to go all the way, and not just in the comfort zone.
Yes.
So maybe you can take us your process. How do you get to slowly to the high stuff?
Usually, I've been working on agility, and so doing the scales, and so I'll try to do and so it just kind of, it's not like I'm sustaining the high note, but I can at least hit it, and so it just kind of gets my voice moving, but also brings me up, you know, to the range that I need to get to for that particular
Want to
piece.
do that and show us?
Sure.
I mean, you don't have to
Okay.
start all the way high. Yeah.
So
And
you just
standing up is so much
Yeah.
better.
So. And then if it's not as clean, I'll go back and then try to do it, or just start at the top. I'll probably do that one again. And I'll just kind of keep going up the scale until I get.
Was
Usually
that high pitch just now?
that was just it went up to a G. So usually I don't sing too much. I think the highest that in my rep right now is about a B. So usually if it's a B, I try to go to a C or C sharp so that I know I can definitely hit the B. So that's usually how I.
And how long do you usually warm up? Like, how long does it take you? I've noticed that a lot of times for lighter voices, for me, for example,
it doesn't take me too long. And I've actually found that if I warm up too much, it's actually not good. So I mean, it could take at least 10 minutes, but really it doesn't take me too long.
Honestly,
So,
I've sung so many. I mean, a lot of times I don't
Yeah.
even warm up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it depends on what
And
I have
think
to
if
sing.
if you know the rep, then it's almost like that becomes a warm up because you're singing it properly. And I think maybe when singing new stuff, it's good to warm up.
And that's a really
But-
good point.
yeah.
Is when you don't know something yet,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really focus so much on good placement. You just
Right.
really focus on so many other
Notes
things.
and rhythms.
And that's when it's a good idea
Mhm.
to really have done something proper
Yes.
before you do it.
yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna oversing
Yes.
and hurt yourself because you're not supporting. You're not,
Mhm.
don't have good closure. You have maybe some breathiness going on.
And I found that pieces that I've sung a lot and I know that they're good for me, like a lot of Italian pieces like Per pietà bell'idol mio. I like to start that if I go to an audition because I know it gets my placement where I want it, and just the different aspects of the song work as warm-ups as well. So that's.
And so, what is your favorite to sing? What do you love most?
Oh my goodness. I love
Or
so
maybe
many
right
things.
now your favorite. I know it changes.
Right
often.
now, I just love Mozart because he's just so fun. I love the accompaniments, and I like that it's kind of mathematical. Oh, that's not kind of. It is mathematical and just very precise, and I like that about it because it makes it difficult, but when you get it, it's just this great feeling. Like I did that,
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching today. If you're interested in working with me, you can always go to my website, masteryourvoice.tv, and you will find all the different ways. You can send me a video and I will give you video feedback, a one-time feedback. You can also work one-on-one with me. So maybe I will see you soon. And until next time, don't forget, always keep a song in your heart and always keep on singing. Bye now.